All right, so we're gonna go over like the set calls, basic set calls that we know, right? And then we'll
Yep.
go over all like the unique ones, okay? So
Okay.
the basic set calls for basically each position is usually medium, high, or quick.
Yep.
So for let's say outside, if you was to send me an outside medium, it depends. There's two types of mediums that people like. So sometimes people set mediums like these where it's kind of low, and it drops on the over here. It's usually called a wipe set, is what I know. From my time of playing. But then the medium that a lot of people use nowadays is a fast medium like that, where when the person jumps, the ball reaches them at their peak. So if you can set up outside medium really quickly, so like that. I'm not obviously I don't have boom jump or anything, so it's harder for me. But there we go. Yeah, you get the point. So that's usually what a medium looks like. So that's what you should stick to if you're gonna get into setting. And for upper medium, there's obviously front row and back row. So there's the front row one like this, which is kind of weird, and then there's the back row one, which is like this. Obviously it's set differently based on what your spikers want. Sometimes it can be higher, sometimes it can be lower. So if Lofu, you set a medium, yeah. So sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's lower. Oh,
Please
shit.
back row.
Yeah,
Okay.
do back row. Yeah, see, so usually what I do is I set at the cross over here, and Lofu sets at, he can set at the line here, or he can set at the cross here. So it's based on your spiker's preference, basically. And for middle, obviously it's just quick and just normal quick like this, and just like wides and stuff, which I've covered in the other video anyways. So we're gonna be going over like advanced calls, I guess, that are like, since now Spike's been out for a bit. There's calls that have been adapted from like VBA, BVL, whatever, right? So let's start with outside. We have medium, which we just showed you. We have high. So let me see how high looks like for outside. So that's what high is. So this gives the spiker time to look at the court, and gives them time to bean as well, I'm pretty sure, is what it's used for. And then we have quick for outside, which is just that. I suck at timing because I'm on 610. But it's just a normal quick. You full power it, and you aim towards the antenna, right? Do you aim towards the antenna, Lofu?
Yeah.
Okay.
I usually aim at this this green pole here. It helps you like aim it. If
So
you like
this?
anywhere, if you go anywhere and like just aim at that pole, it's just always gonna be like
see, okay.
perfect.
So that's one tip you guys can use, where you aim at this gray pole here, or like this black colored pole, and it usually is ant, and then base your camera angle off that. So it's easier for you to set as well. Now we have outside V2, which I'm not too sure about. So if you'd show V2 for outside.
It's like middle jumps for a quick.
Mhm.
Then you like come closer and
So
it's
mid
like-
decoy is like a delay, and then
Yeah.
outside hits
Then
it,
you-
right?
you come closer to like
Okay.
a middle area.
I go from here.
Or like my bad. Like
Yeah.
that.
So the middle jumps as in like decoys as they're doing a quick, and the outside comes towards the middle and hits him. So that's an outside V2, and then we have broad out for outside. So can you do broad out real quick?
It's just a ground set basically.
It's a ground set quick, is
Yeah.
what I know about. So it kind of messes with the blocker's timings, and that's what it's used for. Oh, I can't even fucking time it, bro. There we go. And there's another set that people don't really know much about. It's called V10. Do you know how to do it, Lofu? V10.
Wait, can you show me?
Okay, so
what
V10 is
is it?
basically when they like, let's say they're gonna ape it, right? They ape it into the net, and the setter full powers it. So let's say it drops on a net here, they do like a
Yeah,
full power like this.
I understand.
Yeah, like that, and then the outside's
yeah.
supposed to hit it. It's a stupid set, and you shouldn't be using it much, but you can use that too. And I mean, that's really all for outside. It's fairly simple. Using your outside sets are just based on, you know, decision making rather than mechanics, where you'd use medium sometimes, you use high sometimes, and you can mix it up with broad outs and normal quicks. So let's move on to middle now, since that's what's in the list. We have the basic sets, which is quick, so something like this, which is directly towards the spiker. You have your delay, which as far as I know is kind of like a medium towards the middle, like this, right?
Yep.
So it's like a half power, and it's basically just a delayed middle hit. So sometimes it goes over the blockers. And then we have V1, which I covered in the last video, but I'm going to show you here as well. So Lofu, do a V1 real quick. Yeah, there you go. So there can be two different type of V1s as far as I know. So there can be the straight one like this, where they start like this. So this, right, where some middle blockers prefer it in front of them. And then there's some middle blockers that prefer it right on top of the setter, so like that. So to set that, you look straight down and just tap. So you can mix that up based on what your spiker wants. And then there's some that want it kind of above high like this, which is really weird timing. I don't know who does that. That's usually considered a V2. But with like this worse timing, where it's kind of above you and it floats for a sec. But in my opinion, I think the straight one and the one that goes straight like this, above your setter, is the best ones to use because they're the quickest. And, you know, it's easier for your spiker to aim as well. Now, you have slide, which is also, I think, covered in the last one, where it's just a broad hit, so a slide hit over here. So Lofu, set a slide real quick. Middle transfers from here to here. It's like a quick middle moves from the middle to here, and then just hits a fucking hit. So the ways to change up your slide based on your spiker is the power, usually, and where you aim it. So it can either be a full power slide hit, or just a tap. So, let me show you something, okay? So there's like full powers like this, where there's like really short middle blockers that like to quick step and then go there. And then there's the tap ones, which are like fat ass middle blockers that just cannot run, so they like prefer these taps. And then some middle blockers prefer it to antenna, so like that. And then some middle blockers prefer it over here, like on this line over here. So it's based on your middle blocker's preference. Now, the next one we have is wide. So wide is basically, if you play BVL, it's just like a second mid hit over here. So the middle jumps towards the left. So it's the opposite of a slide, kinda, where they jump towards the left and they hit it to avoid the blockers. So Lofu, just set a wide real quick. Like that. So I'm in the middle right now and I'm transferring to the left. I'm hitting it. So it's easier for your middle blocker to aim on the sides with a wide, whereas with a quick, they just have no time to, you know, aim their spike usually. They just be pre-aiming it. So just let me a quick real quick instead of wide. So with a quick, it's kind of like just on your body itself. So he's not aiming at the antenna, he's aiming at the spiker itself. There's a few more sets for middle that I'm going to show you right now that Lofu doesn't know about. So this is what I've learned from a few OCE players, specifically Teo. He's in my team. So there's a reverse V1 is what he calls it, or like a slide V1 where you just do a tap on the other side. So this can also be considered like a slide hit, but it's kind of V1. There's V2, which is like a delayed V1. So you look straight up and then you tap it. So it's like a delayed. I'm pretty sure Kaz abuses this a lot. I don't know if you know about that.
No.
Yeah, so Kaz from Leviathan abuses V2s a lot. So it's a delayed V1 basically. So it kind of fucks with the blockers. And then there's a... It's called a... Like, usually it's called Void. There's Backset. There's It's not Cannon, but there's a lot of names for it. Basically, full power right behind the center. So a middle blocker can hit it, or an outside or an oppo can hit it. It's just based on who hits it. But yeah, like that. So it's a full power right behind. And it's a good way to mix up your sets. And the other sets that I know are just that there's a mid-medium. So you kind of set higher than a delay. It's kind of like the opposite of an outside V2, where the outside kind of decoys, and then you set the middle. And then another one is Pandora, I'm pretty sure what it's called for outside or middle, I guess, where you set it to like an outside high, like this. The outside decoys, and then the middle moves from here, and it goes to Ant and hits it. It's kind of hard to explain. I'll see if I have a clip. If not, then I'll probably just ask someone for it. But basically, the outside just jumps like that, and he doesn't hit it. So let's say Lofu's the outside. He just decoys, and he doesn't hit it. You're not supposed to hit it, Lofu, you fucking idiot.
Oh.
So he kind of just decoys, and then the middle moves from the middle, and then aims at the line. It's pretty self-explanatory once you start using it. And I think that's really all for middles, I'm pretty sure. Is there anything else you know?
There's this chicken wing tech.
Oh yeah, there's a chicken wing tech, right.
It's kind of like just a troll.
Yeah,
just a troll, like...
Yeah, it's like a troll set to fuck with your blockers, yeah, so...
Oh, you like...
It's like a quick, right?
Yeah. So you like off position yourself, like intentionally, and then wait, can you like receive a ball real quick? So you off position yourself, and then you dive set like into a quick. So
So is this called a chicken wing because I don't know. I guess you look like a chicken wing or some shit.
Yeah, you like a chicken wing, yeah.
But it's just a troll set that's used every now and then. I'm not sure if it's used in other regions, but it's used in Asia. So, I mean, yeah, that's really all for middles. So, let's move on to Oppo. Yeah, there's a few. So we have medium, we have quick, we have X, slide, and inlet. So I have no clue what the last one is. But again, we already showed mediums. So mediums are just like kind of taps. To set them, usually you have to do like a 50% charge, right, Luffy?
No, like 30, where you kind of like aim up to the point where you only see the roof.
I see. Okay.
So like that. It's usually like dependent on your.
It's mostly muscle memory, as far as I know, with the opposite. And one trick to set upper back row mediums is you aim over here on this line. I covered this in my last setter video too. So you aim your camera over here. So let's say I'm setting here, okay? I'm aiming at that line. You can see my, I don't know how to, like, thing over there, that thing. And I'm doing the same angle, it's just setting back row. So, okay, Lofu's waving at me. And the other thing you can do is aim at the X over here to make it a little more further up. So it goes more back row. I'm a bit inconsistent because I kind of suck. But you can use that as like a reference point for oppo back rows. Now, quicks are, again, the same thing as mid quicks where you aim towards the oppo. So oppo front row quicks are basically, Lofo, come here. Samian oppo quick, front row. So it's just straight into the spiker. Aim towards the ant. Just full power, or like 75% power. Quicks are pretty self-explanatory. And yeah, for back row quicks, they're usually called slide, oppo slide in Asia. But oppo quick, oppo slide is the same thing. So Samian oppo quick. Yeah, so it's like that. So depending on where your spiker wants it, they full power it towards where you're aiming, or where, you know, just where they are. What the fuck? Yeah, so the setter, as a setter, you usually have to adjust to where your spiker's even looking, or just placed in general. And it's also based on the receive. So Lofu's the, I guess, debatable #1 setter right now because he won last season's league, and we don't have a leaderboard yet. So I just got him here because why not? But what else do we have? We have slide. So that's the same thing as quick, right? Oppo quick.
No. There's like a little variation we've made, like where instead of doing just a normal like back quick, where like you do something like this, where it's actually like a slide.
Oh, okay,
you know?
okay.
Like an oppo slide, and usually where you aim is you aim like over there, or you aim like over. Just anywhere like between those middle.
So the oppo would basically move from here till here, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like it would look like something like this.
Ah, I see. Okay.
You wanna hit it? Yeah.
Holy shit!
You glide like much further in because like
I'm 6'10", bro. I cannot glide. Yeah, I'm 6'10". I have 6'10" King Surf Conductor. Oh my airtime. Oh my airtime.
Oh my day.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, you get the point.
Yeah, so oppo slide basically moves from your oppo position to like kind of the middle back row here, and then you can move your spikes positioning a little more. Now we have this call called inlet, which I have no clue what it's about, so Lofu's gonna explain what an inlet is.
Inlet is basically like intentionally like putting the ball like around here.
Oh, okay.
It's like you'd like normally approach like this, right?
Yeah.
But what you do is like you'd approach from here, so like the blockers would like fall as you hit the ball and stuff. You basically delay your approach.
I see.
Like, it would look something like this.
So you're forcing it over here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're making it higher as well to delay the approach. Okay.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's to basically make the blockers fall, and you can use this to abuse wipes as well if you have like a powerful ricochet build. With oppo.
I abuse this especially with my my Oshijima Connor. You know.
Oh yeah, Connor, yeah. So yeah, if you have like a wipe heavy oppo, the set can be good. It's called inlet in Asia, but might have different calls in different regions. But that's all for oppo right now, and then we have back row. So we have Bic. Is that what it is?
Yeah, back quick, basically.
Oh, back
like,
quick. Oh.
It's actually like a real IRL like.
Oh, okay, it's an RL call. Okay.
Yeah, basically a back quick. You usually like jump if I'm here, you're usually gonna jump like around here.
Okay,
And if
so it's
I'm
like
here,
it's like a pipe,
yeah.
similar to pipe in BBL, right?
Yeah. You like follow where the setter is. You
Okay,
like
okay.
jump up. Yeah.
So if you're in the middle, I'm staying diagonal
Yeah,
to you, right?
yeah.
Over here? Okay, okay.
Yep. And usually it's the out two, like the one.
The second outside who's in the back row,
Yeah,
right?
that's the outside that's in the back row. Yeah.
Makes sense, because it usually will run powerful as well.
Yeah.
Alright, so try setting me back real quick. Yeah, so you have to position you have to position yourself based on where the setter is, and the setter has to position themselves based on where the receive is. So usually it's like diagonal from what I can see, towards the left. So it's fairly easy to hit once you get consistent with it. So the next call for back row, we have medium. So show us a medium back row.
Just a basic medium, like
It's a basic medium for the back row.
usually
So
like,
it's, yeah,
like,
it's like that.
like
It's a basic pipe, no complications at all. How much do you charge for this for back row medium?
usually like the same as an Oppo, so like around 30 to 20%.
Okay, so let me try that.
Yep.
So yeah, 30 to 40% I think is fine. And your camera placement is again based on where your spiker is, so that's varying. And then now you have vault. So what exactly is a vault?
Vault is basically what you said earlier, where like you
The
max power it.
yeah, so
But what I usually do is let it like float a little bit,
oh, okay.
just to like abuse the hang time.
Yeah,
Because usually outsides have like very
short heights, yeah.
Yeah, short heights and then like boom jump and stuff, so you can
abuse the height a
Yeah.
little bit. Yeah, that's fair.
exactly.
There's another like really stupid set that I know about that used to be used in BVL. It's called an serve vault. So
Yeah.
you said it. Yeah, you said it at the
Yeah,
serve
yeah,
line.
yeah.
Wait,
Like-
said it?
Basically like redoing your serve,
Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah, it's just fucking stupid, bro.
sometimes it works.
I mean, sometimes, but I don't think you want to use this much unless you're trolling. But you shouldn't be using this in like proper games unless you're planning on scoring with it. But I think that's really all for the set calls, right?
Yep.
All right. Do you have any general tips for setter except aim better?
It's all about the angles, to be honest.
It's all
Like,
about angles.
You don't have to like think about the power. It just comes naturally. Like,
Yeah, the power, honestly, once you get used to setting in this game, it just feels like muscle memory. Even if like you aim it kind of wrong, your power kind of adjusts on its own once you get the muscle memory. But when you're first starting out, you should get used to the angles of the sets first. So when I was learning the fast medium, so during testing phase, this was medium. That was considered medium, but now this is a medium. So it's a bit weird. I'm still not consistent enough with it, but I just used to set this whenever I set outside medium or any sort of like medium set. I'll just set that. So you gotta get used to the angles, and once you're used to that, power will eventually come to you. But any other aiming tips you have for setters?
You wanna like aim where your spiker is like gonna go. You know, like if you're gonna. What I usually tell my oppos is like, when they hit back row, right?
Mhm.
I tell them to glide.
You tell them to go
And then,
like,
like, I set the ball like around here. So
over
like
here in the middle, right? Sure.
you have to compensate where they're gonna like end up. You know, where you
Oh,
want
yeah.
them to. Yeah, like.
So you wanna, based on like how your spiker moves around, you wanna predict where they might
You want to
land.
predict.
Yeah. So based on that, you wanna set it. So let's say my middle is over here, and I know he's gonna hit it quick, so I'm gonna set him quick anyways. I won't set him like over here, right?
Yeah.
So I'll be setting him on his normal position because you have that trust in your spiker to go to their position.
Yeah.
But otherwise, build-wise, I mean, I've covered most builds in different videos, but build-wise, it doesn't really matter what you run as a setter, except the fact that you want to be usually using conductor for short heights, is what I've recently figured out, because people that run 5 foot have like 0 power. So, if possible, you want to run conductor for them, so their spikes aren't like ball taps, you know? I mean, yeah, but otherwise, I think that's really all for all the set calls and just advanced setting guide, I guess. Is there any other thing you would like to add, Lofu?
No.
No? Alright, cool.
Yep.
This video has been delayed for like 4 days. I've been telling this guy to fucking join VC for God knows how long.
Yeah,
And, I'm helping my sister move, bro. Shut the fuck up.
Leave me alone, boss.
Anyways, I appreciate you joining me for the video. I need to go hit the gym.
Thank you.
Alright, I
Okay.
will see you later,
Alright.
Lofu. Goodbye.
Goodbye.